Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Iman Ariami and I am here to speak my truth and to help you to transform your life, your health, your mindset, and every aspect of your life. And today I want to talk about something very important that people miss when it comes to processing emotions. So, have you ever wondered why you are angry all the time, or scared, or maybe sad all the time? So, in this video, I'm gonna show you why you feel all these feelings all the time and every single day, and how you can process it, how you can get out of this loop. So, you see, when we go through any event or any trauma or anything in our life, we have emotions, or we construct emotions toward that particular thing or that particular event. And so some people, or most of people, are trapped in the middle of this cycle. So there is something that's called emotional cycle. So emotional cycle, basically, it's like a cycle or a loop where a person goes through in order to process the emotions and to get out of that loop of that emotion. So I want to show you something. So imagine this is the emotional cycle. Every single of us goes through this cycle when anything happened in their life. At first, the cycle started in which that the event happened, or the trauma or something, anything happened. Let's say, for example, if someone yelled at you, or you got bullied, or maybe someone harassed you. Okay, so that's the start of the cycle. And then you have a feeling towards that maybe makes you feel angry, right? Or maybe that makes you feel sad, or maybe scared. Whatever feeling is that. So usually you are trapped in this first half. That happened, and then you feel sad. And every single day, your mind repeated that event or repeated that situation, and that was what makes you feel sad. Does that make sense? So basically, when you feel sad all the time, it means that you live in the first half of the cycle. You didn't process it, and you didn't close the cycle, right? So that can happen, for example, if you got harassed, for example, or bullied at, right? So when the event started, you got bullied, and then you felt angry, for example, angry at that person, angry at yourself, or angry at the system, whatever is that, right? And you lived your life in this in this first half. You always feel angry. Why is that? Because you didn't process it. You didn't complete the cycle of that emotion. So how you can complete the cycle is basically, for example, back to the bullied example. So you got bullied, you felt angry, and then you reacted. Either you hit them, or you report them, or whatever. You did something, right? So that's the finished. That's how you close the cycle. That's how you finish or you process the emotion. Does that make sense? So basically, there are so many ways how you can process the feeling. You can either, for example, have a reaction toward that, hit, run, whatever, yelled back, speak up, whatever you're gonna do, right? To process and to let out that feeling from your system. This is the main thing. It's not to trap the feeling in your system, but to let it out. Okay? The second thing, or the other thing that you can do, is to journal. Okay? So you journal, you write about that particular event. You take like one piece of paper and then start writing. on that day, this happened, and that made me feel this and that, blah 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 blah. And then you let it out. Whatever you want to scream, you want to yell, you want to do anything, but in a safe way. Okay, I'm not here to tell you to go and kill or whatever, or hit people or yell at them, whatever. No, I'm here to tell you to process the emotions in a very safe way, in a safe environment as well. Okay, so maybe, for example, another example, that your parent, for example, yelled at you or punished you or whatever. That also would make you feel angry, for example. So what you can do is to journal, to write a letter to your parents, for example, to express whatever you are feeling about that particular situation. So you can either like react by journaling, or maybe by meditating, or maybe by whatever the subconscious releasing programs you can do, whatever you can do. There are so many ways that you can do to process the feelings. So once that feeling is processed, you're gonna close the loop. You're gonna feel relieved. You're gonna feel that, yes, I have done something, right? Or maybe, for example, when you were a kid, okay, and in the playground, another kid hit you or whatever, they didn't respect your boundaries, and you were sad, and then you told your mother, and your mother told that kid, for example, to not do that. That helped to close the cycle instead of suppressing it in your system. So my advice is to think and to reflect, what's the main feeling that I feel during the day? You might take notes. Like in the morning I felt angry, and then the afternoon, and then in the evening, for example, I felt sad. So take a note of the dominant feeling. What is it? That feeling that you feel throughout your day. Okay? And then ask yourself, when was the first time I felt this way? Usually it will take you back to your childhood. But if not, trace it back. When was the first time you felt that? At least when was the first time you remember to feel this way? And then ask yourself, what happened there? Okay, so when you ask yourself what was the first event that created this feeling, immediately your mind will start generating events, or maybe pictures of people or whatever. Don't get panic. At that time, that's your mind is telling you that this event is related to this emotion, or that person is related to that emotion, right? And then keep asking yourself, what happened there? And until you get to the root cause of that feeling. And then once you grab, and when you get the root to that feeling, start doing all these techniques to process that feeling, either by journaling, by meditating, or maybe using any subconscious reprogramming techniques, anything to help you to process that particular feeling. And then once you have done that, you're gonna reach the finish line, or you're gonna close the cycle in which that the event happened or started. You had a feeling about it as a reaction, and then you closed it by processing that feeling. Okay, and remember, once this done, you will not feel that emotion particularly related to that particular event. You will feel neutral towards that particular person or that particular event. And at that point, you know that you have processed that feeling. I'm not saying that you will not feel angry at all in your life, or you will never feel angry. No, there will be another events that trigger this feeling, but that means you're gonna dig deeper where the cause of that particular feeling. So the takeaway from this video is to trace your emotional cycle and to reflect on your feelings, on your daily feelings, and see where did that feeling come from, and then process it. There are many ways to process the feelings, in which that will help you to close the cycle. So, and at the end of the day, it's your choice, either to be trapped in this half, or to complete the cycle and to free yourself. Everyone deserves to live a free life free from any trapped emotions, and use your inner power to do that, because I know there is something inside you that wants to set free from all these trapped emotions. And if you need any help, let me know. I am happy to help you. So until next time, thank you for watching.